hopefully everybody else does, and we can have some fun and play some games and do some Dawn Gate. Um, I mean, I don't know. For some people, this may be the first game that you've been in that ended abruptly, but for some of us, unfortunately, it isn't. So
This is
Yeah.
the
we
first
know
for
that the
me.
most fun you can have is just to keep going until the end.
I'm race car
Hero
Renzo all the way till the end.
flashbacks.
Just potency
I,
Renzo all day.
my
Lightning
power
rocks,
Renzo is
man.
coming out of hibernation.
I find it ridiculous that 3 hours ago we started the stream at like 200 people, and 3 hours later it's almost 4 in the morning, and it's gone up to
Yeah.
300.
We hit
Has
like
it
3 or 5 earlier.
gone down?
Oh, I know, man. It's crazy. That's how it always goes. And I mean, that's a fact that's not lost on me. This community's been insane. This whole thing has been one hell of a ride. It's sad that we have to get off it, but I mean,
Hey, man.
I'm better for the experience. You know, speaking
But-
personally, I'm sure everybody here in this call is better for the experience. So
100%. 100%.
Venor, don't put this on me, man. It's not my fault EA games I play close. I swear.
Gara, you have a
Swear to
terrible
God.
luck with this.
I swear to God. Warhammer Online was not my fault. Wrath of Heroes was not my fault. Dawn was not my fault. Star Wars
I
Galaxy
didn't even hear about the other two.
Not my fault. Not my fault, okay? I just play games and love them.
Everything you love just gets shut down by EA.
Well, yeah, so,
Stop.
What did
loving
you
it.
do to EA in a past life?
I don't know.
Oh shit!
I didn't play enough Madden when I was a kid, apparently.
I did though. This is bullshit. Played all kinds of Madden.
This is the problem.
Oh wait, can you guys like
Yeah,
make
Thor's
it to
even
where
talking
you can
about
have
Fan site. Not fair, Thor. Not fair. Second
Can
fan
you make
site.
it to where you have unlimited people in the lobby and then like you just play and then you have 32 people playing against 32 people and they have every shaper?
That is not
Oh
fun.
my gosh.
Oh
Why not?
Jesus!
Because
How is that awful? What?
Because there's too much burst. One person, people just get exploded.
Exactly.
One of
32 Minas.
It's not
Just
too much
getting it out of
burst,
each other.
It's too much burst on your
God.
graphics
32
card
old
is what it
duresses.
is. You're gonna
I did
fry
not
up
kill
these
these
graphics
duresses.
cards.
I wouldn't be able to see it.
Wait. So would it be possible? Oh, go shit.
See?
Would it be
See,
possible
Mina?
with 32 Minas to just Matryoshka Russian doll
Russian nesting doll?
into one person?
My brain just exploded.
Oh God.
It feels
That
like
would
my
be
brain is
incredible.
melting.
I literally
Is
tried
that
to.
is that
played
possible?
My first game of Mina today, and I tried to back inside somebody, and I was like, "Why isn't my back button working?"
What would happen? What would happen, Dibs? Would that work?
Wait, I'm sorry, I was distracted by BDNA. Tell me
Imagine
what, I
imagine
didn't know
five.
this was
Okay, let's just take 5 Minas and let's say A B C D E, and then we go W into B, W into C,
Oh,
W
no,
into
no,
D.
no. If you
Oh shit!
if you attempt to W2 Minas together, the game horrifically crashes.
You've tried this?
Yeah, we had a
Actually,
bug
Dibs,
once.
Q and
Someone
Pit.
bugged that to me. They were like, "Well, if you cheat and do 2 Minas and W into each other, you die forever." The game, everyone involved crashes.
That's kind of
crazy.
Gosh.
spectator
Mina's
when you
almost-
show a spectator mode, and like you could open up someone's inventory and
Yeah.
buy stuff for them.
Don't
no, that was the
click on
best.
anything in the
No,
shop. You'll break the
my
game,
favorite,
guys.
My favorite playtest I ever didn't play in was one when they were spectating a game when spectator mode was like brand new on a computer, and they just wanted to record the game and just like see how it worked out. And I walked over, I was like, "Oh, cool! Like the second playtest is going on," and I was like, "Look at all this just UI," because like you almost acted like a character. The game was like 15 or 20 minutes in. And I selected stasis as a spell and crashed everyone in the game. And I was like, oh. I walked away from that computer and was like, it wasn't me. And then they found out it was me, and I got really sad. But there were some fantastic things in the Dawn Gate where whether it was bugs or whether it was just like hodgepodge animations, like one of my favorite things to ever see. Like we actually watched a video of this the other day in a playtest. Tess used to be, she was a Boxman, right? We've shown you guys Boxman. It's just this like colored humanoid figure or whatever. Whenever Tess mounted up, before she had a model, before she had animations, it was just a Boxman spinning like a helicopter super fast with his arms out. And it
Yeah.
was hilarious to see that come into your lane and then murder you.
That was my favorite.
I want to say real quick, we actually went back and tested the Mina thing because they said that causes a horrific crash. So the QA pit did a second pass on it, and it works now. For some reason, it doesn't cause the game to crash. You can do Mina inside of Mina. But what that ended up devolving into was there's basically two strategies you have when you have 5 Minas on a team, and it's either you go Russian doll Mina strategy or you go Trojan horse, where it's just one Mina with 4 Minas inside of her.
Oh my god.
All four
Oh, no.
What about the spikes? What happens to the key then? Does she have like keys all over her?
So you just have the one 4 times in the same location.
Yeah.
Oh.
It always
Get
sticks
away
with
with
it.
What if
multiple
she like
people
used them as
sounds nice.
extensions for her leg and arms? She could be like a real person.
What
The
else?
Mina-
What
the
else
Minazoid?
was
I
what else
mean,
was
it's
super delightful in playtest, Dibs?
What was what?
What's your favorite? What else has been super delightful in playtests and bugs and shit?
We've had some good bugs, but a lot of times
There's
that.
the one where Ferris is targeting objects where
Oh
impacting the
yeah,
nav
right.
mesh.
Yeah. So when we were originally doing Ferris's ultimate, we were like, I implemented it in this way that stacked these little things on top of you that indicated how many times you were gonna get shot by missiles, you know? And they were made out of these objects that I forgot to replace the tag that says they interrupt pathing. So you'd stack these objects on top of someone, and they wouldn't get deleted. So that you like keep stacking them, and eventually your character can't find a position to stand because there's things right on top of them, and they would just rotate. What would happen? You would walk in a lane, and they would just spiral
just
down the
slide.
lane.
They would just
Right.
constantly
Anywhere
be like
that they
orbiting.
stopped, they would start to slide away from where you tried to make them stop. They would like slide into walls, and oh, it was so good.
As long as you were moving, it was fine. But if you ever tried to stop, you couldn't find a valid stop position.
Oh,
So you would just sort of like slide around if you ever stopped. It was sort of like speed. You had to be going all
That's
the
one of
time.
those good mystery ones that I can never figure out what's going on. But then I figured it. Got it.
I think this bug was actually seen on live, but one of my favorite moments was when I was playing Viridian in a playtest and I killed Hunter with my ultimate, and he respawned and he was still attached to me, like as if I had
Oh,
ulti.
yeah.
And he was just like he was playing Amaranth, I remember, and he was just doing the fall animation or like the knock-up animation. She was just waving her arms and legs wildly, and I was just taking him around the map, and he just couldn't do anything about it until I murdered him. And it was,
I like the bug that was on live for forever. I can't remember who pointed it out to us, but all the multiplicative power increases, if you had Zeri and Green Buff and Exceed and the Power Potion, and you did anything, your power would go to like 6,000, and Zeri could silence people for like 17 seconds.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
oh,
That
okay,
is
double-
my favorite.
Go
on
to
the
two
podcast.
boys.
Yeah, double
So
ulti.
good.
That's
Double
nice.
ulti.
Renzo,
Ulting, recalling
I like
shapers
Renzo's
back to
stun
base.
was like 3 seconds, so I would
Donkey
love to see a
too.
Renzo with that Zeri buffing him. I just want to
That
see
would
how
be
long
good.
the stun lasts.
Oh yeah, blink into the
that's
Guardian
fair.
pit. Get infinite.
There was,
auto
there,
range.
was, there was also one that was like it was just a crazy. I don't remember why it happened, but like when Zalgus was a box man, for some reason one of my first playtests as him, I built him like an on hit person. Like I just wanted his W to like hit
Auto
hard.
attack Zalgus.
Like
yeah.
I built like a ruin or something.
Acids
remember
went
I-
used to build
I-
on hit
I
Zalgus.
5-man chained the enemy team, and I sent out like one auto attack, and for some reason, it just like it just like recursively did the damage to every single person chained infinitely, and they died instantly.
Yeah.
Nice.
There
And
are
the
three
fuck?
things. There are 3 things in Dawngate. Like the worst thing that we've ever scripted, because normally we're pretty good about scripting shit so it works right. But occasionally you'll get into a file where it just specifically checks against Fate, and then Zalgus's Q, and Mina's W. It'll just say if you have any one of these 3 things, like ignore this particular section of code. Otherwise, it just recurses and kills whoever's involved instantly.
Nice.
But like that is the worst thing that we do, and it's all over the place.
Yeah,
good.
Zaga's Q recursion seems like a mess.
But
Zalgus
dude,
is
80
cute.
carry Zalgus, man. That's
When we
that-
that was like the most complicated ability we ever did when we did it.
Oh, can you explain the chaos bug? When you auto attack something with chaos, you can cast an area ability anywhere on the map. Yeah.
That was stupid.
That is a Lauren question, but it's the same. It's the same
God.
thing that is involved with. Do you remember when people were blinking into the Guardian?
Yeah,
pit and it would
that's
give you
the same
infinite
idea.
range. It's
Oh, God.
essentially if your character thinks that they've stopped moving so that they can cast an ability, the system says, okay, yeah, you can cast it. And in
Where's
the
it
chaos
go?
case, it's you already are casting an ability that doesn't control you, which is a spell, and then it just says, okay, you're in the correct location. Cast your ability, and then if you're stuck inside a wall, it's like you can't move. You must have gotten there. So cast
Oh, I
it.
see. Okay, that's neat.
It's not good. Moya's ult also breaks everything. We have to test every single character forever about Moya's ultimate.
Still worth.
It's still worth.
I still love interactions like if you Lilin ult somebody and you drag them up with Moy in the air, like the Lilin ult cannot miss because it shoots them in the sky.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Oh,
god.
finding
Little
Tracks them
things like
into orbit.
that.
Straight
Oh
damage.
my
Was that?
god.
Did you just reveal the newest Bob team comp? Is that what was going
Oh
to happen?
yeah. Sorry, Bob Strats.
Yeah.
GG for Bob Clan.
And then when they
I
come down,
see.
you drop the avalanche on them, right? It's that wombo combo.
That Wombo.
What are some other amazing playtest moments?
There's some good
Whenever
ones.
Kinsu was still being made and he was a box man, I loved his ulti. Like I'm pretty sure that's been his ulti the entire time. But before it had effects and before it like cut through the terrain, there were so many playtests where like a Kinsu would like try to make a sweep play over a wall, and he would just like be like walking over terrain, and people would be like, "What the fuck is happening?" And no one would know, and no one would follow you, and it was very awkward for a long
I
time.
like the thing where everybody ulted into the wall to push themselves behind the binding and the
Right.
guardian base.
That one's good.
That one's awesome.
Mm.
God
What are
damn.
some other delightful bits?
Make lane minions attack the jungle. Or
We gotta
do
go
you
tried
find
that.
the, we gotta go
R.I.P.
find
Sergeant
video of the
Deep.
old King of Mask kit. I think that still exists someplace, and model and effects.
You-
and animation.
oh, I think I have the old King Masks kit on my computer right here.
I need to find video though, so you can see the
Uh,
true glory.
I just have my janky rip text files from the client.
Oh yeah, it's good.
I remember
here
there
we
was.
go.
I remember my first playtest on Kagen. Whenever he was a boxman and his ulti was literally a Zalgus chain attached to a perpendicular
Oh,
Kindra blade, which was the
Mhm.
best effect that Dibs cobbled together. I remember hooking a very fed Inabi Volek into our team, and we proceeded to die. We proceeded to get murdered.
I'm pretty sure that still happens on live.
Yeah.
Reproducible.
Old comp kit in chat.
Old com kit, is that it? Do you have it? Q flourish? Oh yeah. Oh man, this is the worst.
Oh yeah, this
Welcome-
is the one. Yeah.
Isn't
this
there
is
like
the-
Limelight or something in here?
No, Limelight was his Q. His like new
Limelight
Q.
is the tentacles.
New Q.
The only
Yeah,
thing that
and-
stuck
and-
around.
and Test
Oh,
Land.
I see. Yeah, the first three things are his old kit. Limelight is what eventually became his new kit.
Tentacle Land. I had a completely different like vision in my head of King of Masks when I read this text.
I think we talked about what the real dream was. The real dream when we were making King of Mass was that we had two set of effects. Everyone, all 9 players, would see the effects we have currently in game, where tentacles and eggs and all that horrible shit. And King of Mass sees all this like delightful magic that he's doing.
Oh,
like
that's
it'd be like
fabulous.
pigeons flying out, instead of horrible skates. Because he's
So you
crazy.
see it from his perspective.
You see it from his perspective, and he's like doing delights. And every time that he flourished, we were gonna have like the crowd cheer, but only he hears it.
That's pretty delusional.
Oh wait, did you?
Oh,
Well, that's
lot of-
him, though. That's
That's him. But then my producers looked at me when I said to make twice the effects, and they said no.
Yeah.
That would have been amazing.
But then again, then you'd have had to have made, a black screen
So,
for Ronan.
so he's
and
pretty
nobody
much
wants that.
Skywrath Mage then.
Yeah, right. Does she do that?
He shoots stubs.
1-to-1 copy Dan Gibson 2014. classic Dan shaper design. This is what Dan does when he sits down to make a shaper. He watches just bulk amounts of anime for the visual effects, and then
It is
picks
100% true.
like he spins a random wheel of Dota heroes, and then picks that one, and then just slaps anime effects on it.
Occasionally, people
Welcome to the
will watch
Dongate.
anime that I've watched, and they're like, "This thing kind of looks like Viana's Q," and I'm like, "Yeah, go figure."
Oh, weird coincidence,
Oh, I
guys.
know what you're
Did you get
talking
that from
about.
Kyokai no Kanata?
Yeah,
I did.
That is correct.
If you look at
Yeah.
that blade and you look at
Nicely
her
done.
Q frozen, it's
Fucking-
literally the same.
Fucking
Yeah,
Welcome to the anime
nerds.
gate.
Oh my
And with that, I'm going to sleep. Good night, boys.
Night, night.
Bye, baby cat. Baby cat, I miss
Night,
you.
night, friends. It's been real.
I think it's time to just kind of call it in general.
Guys, I'm crashed too.
Yeah, I'm crashing.
I
Good
was
times.
gonna say it's
It's
like
been a lot of
I
fun.
gotta go too.
5 a.m. is creeping. It's getting blue outside, and that's how I know
I
it's
should
bad.
switch to the West Coast 2 a.m.
I haven't been drinking or doing enough drugs for me to be seeing a blue sky tonight, so.
I'm rocking the mountain time, so I'm only an hour ahead of you West Coast people. So.
West Coast, best coast, baby.
This was a very fun impromptu little gathering. I thank you guys a lot. I do want to do one more real money pigs. I don't know exactly when that is. I still got to talk to people and organize all that kind of stuff. But thank you guys so much. This can't be overstated enough. You know how all of this, how this game has affected each of us who've been hanging out here tonight, and those of us who were hanging out on the call. So thank you guys so very much. Thank you, Waystone Bros. You are forever in our hearts, and we wish all of you the best of luck in the future, man. So
thank you, Waystone.
Thanks, Randy.
Thank you.
Thanks, Waystone.
I hope
Thanks,
this is the last
Waystone.
we hear of you. I really hope that's not the case. So I
No
look
way.
forward to
Really-
big things from all of you in the future.
Pre-release
We're just
start
getting
streaming.
started now. This is an interesting wrinkle, but yeah, no, we're just
Never
getting going.
forget the Germany train ride.
Never will, man.
Never forget.
Never
Don't
will.
forget the hour-and-a-half wait for McDonald's in Germany.
Yeah,
Hour
fuck
and
that.
a half.
That McDonald's was the best of your life, Pluto.
That was the
No, fuck
worst
that
McDonald's
McDonald's.
I've ever had. I was like all ready to like get some quick Mickey D's and go to a Twitch party, and then 2 hours later we were waiting in McDonald's line.
In the boathouse, the boot
Oh
house.
god!
Oh
Yeah,
my
where
God.
it was
DJ
just a
Anal?
Oh god, it was bad.
Dude, that was so weird. I just randomly dipped. I don't remember how I got
I was
home.
pissed. I was pissed. I was not.
He was
Yes,
so
Thor, I was
pissed.
not.
He was
I
so
was not
salty.
happy. Oh god.
Thank you guys much. I will upload this to YouTube for the archives and for future generations to talk about the greatest MOBA that never was. But
Aw.
until then, I'll see you
The
bozos
Dawn Gate
next
is
time.
closing.
Good night,
Goodbye.
Peace out, guys.
Good night,
Good
everyone.
night,
Bye.
guys.
Good
Bye,
night,
guys.
everybody.
Everyone.
Good night.